Now recently I had been to Goa, and in Goa there is this place called Vasco da Gama. You have heard of it, right? Now why is Vasco da Gama called Vasco da Gama? Because there was this fellow from Portugal who came and supposedly discovered India, right? Okay, let me tell you the true story. This story is in Vasco da Gama's own journal, which is there in Lisbon today. Okay, there were two guys who went searching for India. One of them was Christopher Columbus, the other was Vasco da Gama. Okay, now Christopher Columbus, he went in the opposite direction. From Europe he went up. Okay, and he found America, only he thought America was India. Okay, that is why the natives of Americans are called Indians. That's where the Indian name comes. Because he thought, mereko India mil gaya. Right, so he called those people Indians. He called them Indians actually. Then the other people came and, called them red because they were not white. Yes. So that was Christopher Columbus' story. Vasco da Gama, he went in the opposite direction. If you know your geography, he came down from Africa, and he was too chicken to go out into the main sea. He would only sail keeping the coast in view. Okay, and he was having the biggest ship available at that time in Europe. All right, so he came all the way down to the Cape of Good Hope. Okay, and over there he was wondering, now how do I cross, because from there to go to India you have to go across the ocean, across the sea, right? Over there he met a Gujarati whose name was Kanha. Okay, he does not mention the surname, possibly Patel. Okay. Yeah. So he met this Kanha Bhai who was a trader from India, from Gujarat, who had ships 12 times the size of this ship. 12 times. And remember, Vasco da Gama's ship was the biggest ship in Europe at that time. Okay, he had ships which were trading ships, forget about military ships, trading ships which were 10 to 12 times the size of Vasco da Gama's ship. And Vasco da Gama's ship was escorted with 3 ships, like in formation, his ship was in the middle, those 3 of our Indian ships escorted this guy to Goa, to India. Yeah, so maybe we should call Kanha, no? Yes. No, I mean, we could go on and on and on. The amount of history, the amount of knowledge that this country had was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, and what was even more phenomenal was these guys had this knowledge 5, 7, 10,000 years ago. Yes, when Europe was still, using bow and arrow to kill deer, our people were distilling zinc. Yes. Now, how did they have this knowledge? Yes. No, there is only one reason. All our scientists were saints. All of them did pranayam, all of them did yoga, all of them meditated. Yes. So what happened was, because when you have trained your mind like this, when you have meditated, when you know how to do this, and you have done it for appreciable number of years, then you are no longer limited by physical instruments. If you want to go into outer space, you close your eyes, boom, you can go. If you want to go into the depth of the atom, you close your eyes, you can get there. And then you are seeing it, right? So it has to be accurate. That is how Arundhati Vasishtha turns out to be a twin star system which rotates around each other. Yeah? Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. Yes? That is how you can figure out how to make rust-proof iron, which even till today we have not figured out. Yeah? So the basis of science is spirituality. Yeah? And this wealth that our country has, I will not say had, this wealth that our country has was systematically destroyed by the British when they came here. Yeah? They rewrote our history. So that when they left, they left us with a legacy of being ashamed of our own culture and our own tradition. Yes, you know, in Delhi we know this very cute old couple. Uncle is 81 years old, auntie is 71 years old, and they will be celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary like next year. His father was the first Chief Justice of India, Bhandari, Mr. Bhandari. Yeah, so very well connected and all. So he went to all these British schools, and over there they would say, you know, yoga is for freaks. You should do PT. But unfortunately, do you see that even in today in schools you do PT, you don't do yoga? Yeah. So we have got independence, it's 60 years, but we are still thinking in those terms only. That is what the British wanted. Yeah. To break this country, they had to break the education system and break the traditions. Now, if we want to build this country again, then maybe it is time to come back to learning, studying yoga, meditation. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. Right? Okay, so then what is the technology of spirituality? How does the damn thing work? Yes? It's very interesting. There is something called tamas. Okay? There are 3 gunas. One of them is tamas. Now tamas is good because it brings you sleep. A person who has no tamas cannot sleep. Yes? So little bit of tamas is good. But have you noticed how tamas comes up when you really don't want it to come? Yes or no? Yes? You've got someone over here, you are sitting over there, and that person over here is talking, writing something on the board, and you're like, right? So that is unwanted tamas, isn't it? Yes? Now, what happens when tamas goes out of control? First thing is laziness and lethargy. यार आज कुछ नहीं करने का है, होता है कि नहीं? Sometimes you will wake up in the morning. Now, if this happens once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, even 5 times a month, it's all right. Yeah? But if it happens regularly, then you get into the second one, which is procrastination. बाद में करेगा, बाद में करेगा. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Isn't it? Yes? And that then goes into loss of way. I'm not interested in anything, यार. क्या bore हो रहा है life में? Have you noticed how you say these words? So up till these first 3, it is funny. But then it goes into depression. Yeah? You know, in America, an astounding 20% of the population, 44.3 million people suffer from depression. 44.3 million people. Yeah, this year alone 25 million people went to a doctor to get treated for depression in the US. So it is not funny anymore. Are you getting what I'm saying? And then depression mein kya, fir modern methods are what? They sit and talk to you, or they get Amir Khan to come and talk or give a speech to you. It's very easy for him to do it. No, he got lot of money. Or they give you drugs, antidepressants. So this only makes you feel worse, right? And then it goes into that last one, suicidal tendency. So a suicidal tendency or depression is nothing more than too much of tamas. Nothing more than that. Are you getting this? Yes? Okay. On the other side we have got rajas. Now rajas allows you activity, allows you to do, okay, everybody can you clap? Okay. Now, when you did that, how can you do that? Because you have got rajas. Now, she nodded her head. How can she nod her head? Because there is rajas. Yeah? So, the ability to act, the ability to do anything happens because you have got rajas. Do you get this? Yes? Now, when rajas goes out of control, what happens? First, okay, have you noticed that some people, right? they cannot एक जगह पे सीधा बैठ ही नहीं सकते. Shake, 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 और that pen के साथ किची 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 किची. Have you noticed that? हाँ. Cooler, no? Okay. So they cannot sit still. Then the second thing that happens is you close your eyes, so many thoughts come. Have you noticed? Has that happened? आँख बंद करते, my God, right? Yes. That goes into impatience and indecisiveness. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? And you are continuously only thinking about what to do, so you don't do nothing. Happened? Yes. Quite regular? Yes. Now up till here again, like I said, it is funny. Yes. But that can get into irritability, which can go into anger and aggression, which can become violent. Yeah. Then certain time you just hit somebody, you slap somebody, you shout at somebody. You know, you become like a unpredictable walking volcano. Right? Nobody knows when you are going to erupt on them. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. And in extreme cases, we have all heard of this. No, some kid goes and just generally shoots people. Yeah. And when that happens to your friends, it's not funny anymore. It's tragic. Right? But this is just uncontrolled rajas. Now, uncontrolled tamas, violence to yourself. Suicide. Uncontrolled rajas, violence outside, violence to others. Yes.